Alright, what's the deal, y'all? Welcome back to another video, and it's your boy Mo, coming at y'all with some Mo fire, bro. And today I'm bringing y'all my favorite defense in the game, man. I was playing mud draft. I sat there and I was like, let me try out nickel over G, you know what I'm saying, and see what it's hitting for. And man, the defense is amazing. 10 out of 10 defense. I'm gonna go over some personnel for y'all so y'all understand what you want in this defense, so that you can consistently bag people. Now, it's not any really good blitzes out of this formation. You really are just hoping for sheds. And it's nothing wrong with that, honestly. I don't mind hoping for sheds, especially with this. And you got Chris Jones. So, you get a power specialist, or you just get some edge rushers, some really good edge threat guys, or finesse specialist guys, and you run this defense the way I'm about to show you guys. You're going to be able to box people and get decent pressure rushing a quarterback. But you're also going to be able to contain as well. So you're going to be able to contain those escape artists. You're going to be able to get pressure on the quarterback. All of that good stuff if you got the right personnel in here, man. So I would say have some high speed guys and some high finesse move and power move guys on these edges. Mainly finesse move on the edges. And then you can get a power specialist in the middle. But you also want to have two really good, pretty solid speed safeties in there. So that they can play some man coverage every once in a while. They can play their zone responsibilities really well. And a lot of these defenses in this big nickel end up becoming like a match. So you want good speed guys in there to defend like the crossers and stuff like that. And then in the slot, you just want a really decent press cornerback who can play zone coverage really well and man coverage really well. So, you know, in MUT, like a Jalen Ramsey or some of the best guys in the game now, like Dion. You know, a guy who can get in there and just bump and run, and also make some glitchy animations. Then on the outsides, you just want really good zone guys and some good pressers. And then you want your best safety up here in this this safety spot over top of the slot cornerback, just because he's going to be playing the most difficult zones on your football team. You're going to be sometimes putting him in zones all the way across the field when he's standing in the middle of the field, you know. So you want him to be able to fly across the field. You want him to be really fast, have really high zone coverage so he can play really well, make some crazy animations. And then this guy, you just want him to be a good user. Because this is the guy you're going to be using 90% of the time when you're using this defense. So I'm going to just go ahead and jump straight in. It's the cover 3 sky defense. I do usually make a couple audibles. So instead of a cover 3 match, I put the cover 3 sky. And instead of the strong safety blitz, I put it to this, the cover 2 version of it. And then instead of cover 2 man, I put the cover 4 pawns in there. Now, those are for better opponents. I have not had to use those defenses yet. Typically, I can box anyone out of this defense. And this is a pass defense. You see 530 calls for 8.9 yards average. That looks kind of bad, but realistically, a lot of those are probably runs. When I get in this defense, nobody wants to pass the ball against me when I'm running this. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys why and come out against, I don't know, something that's probably different. Honestly, I've been getting a lot of like doubles looks, like spread, you know, guys trying to keep you off balance. But honestly, I don't have any problems defending anything out of this, and I'm just going to show you guys. Just going to jump straight in, man. So the simple and base adjustments for this play pretty much every single time. You just want to press, spread this D line, crash him outside. Since we have an escape artist out there, I am going to contain and spy this guy. So you also want a good guy at this D tackle position to spy, a good defensive end who is fast and can move really, really well. But you also want to have a lethal pass rusher on the edge so that you can continue to attack the quarterback while he's in the pocket. But initially, for me, I think I would come out with a coverage look, and this will be a coverage look for me. Just do something like this, and this is to defend the corner out, also as well as the flats, and not get beat over the top, because the way this slot cornerback is going to be playing, he's not going to be able to get out to the flats very quick. And then you can also, you know, inside third this guy and back him up some. And if you want to get really greedy, you can put this guy in a hard flat and use all of this by yourself. And this is just a coverage look, you know, so this is playing really, really aggressive coverage A lot of people are gonna run this stick play and they're gonna go like this, and a lot of people might even do like this. You know, this might be somebody's basic stick play adjustments. Just a really quick setup, something to really attack the defense. And you see it right there, everything's covered. You saw it just from watching right there, everything was covered. I didn't have to use or anything, so that's something that I really love about this defense. Everything is going to be completely covered the majority of the time, no matter what they come out in. And if somebody's in a set like this, that's another thing I forgot to talk about. A lot of times as well, if somebody's in a set like this and I press, and just go over our base adjustments here. So a lot of times I would do something like this, and adjust for it like this, and I'll blitz this middle linebacker and bring my user in here just so I don't have to worry about the inside zone. And I'll show you guys, this is going to really help you with against the inside zone, this setup right here. Even if you make the adjustments like this and you just blitz this inside linebacker, and you can hover behind him or whatever you want to do, but just look how well right there you kind of get blown up. But most of the time, typically that linebacker is going to come in completely free. So I'm going to show you guys one more time. Bring this guy in. Most of the time against the inside zone, that linebacker is going to come in completely free. You see it right there. That linebacker came in completely free, shooting straight for that run. He was not contested at all right there. So that really helps you against these inside zone runs, and you can blitz both of these guys just because of how good the coverage is going to be. Anyway, you can blitz both of those guys and play some stingy kind of run defense type of thing. And you can pinch these linebackers as well, which it doesn't really do anything but make them shift. So a lot of times I don't pinch those linebackers, but if you're talking about somebody running the inside zone and you pinch those linebackers, and you come and stand in the middle in here with your user, and you got these adjustments out there, just see it right here. He's going to shoot straight in. That linebacker is going to shoot straight in unblocked because of you being in there in the box. He's going to shoot in unblocked, and you're going to be able to stop that inside zone for a really short gain. Now, if they break it outside, you are going to have some trouble with it, and that's when you're going to start to have to adjust. But a lot of people aren't looking to break that inside zone outside when you're spreading the D-line like that. So that's something that I really love about this. You would think that it's weak against the run, but it's not as weak as you would think. And then even just as far as, you know, somebody passing like a crossing look like this, in a bunch tight end, I know the crossing route is going to come from the slot receiver, the guy who's on the line. So these might be my base adjustments for it. And just leave it like this. And then you can either, you know, make the decision to blitz this guy or spy this guy now, because this guy right here in this hook curl is going to match to the crosser. So you also want to back this guy off, because a lot of times people are motioning this guy over, and when they motion that guy over, you do not want him to get burned. But you see it right here, that hook curl is going to match that crosser. You see it right there. He covered him initially, then he kind of set off, but it could just be against like a gun tray look where he's matching that. But with your user, if you're watching the field and you see everything and there's nothing that you're responsible for, and you let that crosser get behind you, that's almost your fault. Like, that's going to be your fault every single time, just because it wasn't anything else for you to really play anymore at that point. Like, you saw the adjustments, everything was pretty much covered. So that's just against like a bunch tight end. I don't really think that goes to like do it justice, because a lot of people aren't running bunch tight end consistently. They might have a few money plays out of it, but I've been getting a lot of people in like gun trays, and you know, tray wide flex is another big formation that I've been getting a lot. You know, I've been seeing this a lot, and this again is just something that you want to do. So what I would do initially is the same adjustments. I do the same adjustments. You want to press, spread that D line, crash them out, and quarterback contain, and then spy that guy. And then I usually come over and I press Y. I go individual. I pick X, which is the far outside receiver, and I shade him to his outside shoulder because I got a cover 2 shell going on over here. So I want my cornerback to bump him on his outside shoulder so that it's not hard for my deep half to get over there and cover a potential streak. And then you're just going to see it right here. I usually user down at this running back and chase the tight end because I'm assuming that they're going to run like the table route concept with the corner route. So that's how I user that myself. And I back this guy off so I don't get burned deep. I never put him in like a deep half though. I literally just let him play a deep third. But you're just going to see it right here. They block the running back. And I don't know. Let's say they do end up deciding to do something like this. You know. And they motion this guy over. He's not going to cross with him. But he's cross-manned. So you just see it right here though. You bump, chase that tight end, chase that tight end. And in practice mode, it must be different. But like the majority of the time in game when I'm running this defense, the majority of the time my guys are matching and they're chasing those routes across the field. So it just won't be as easy for them to run it. And you see it right there. Everybody matched. That was what I was telling you guys about. Those guys do match and run with those zones if you according to how they are running the play. They're going to match with those guys and run with them from out of their zones. And you saw it right there. That was a good example. But that's really it for this defensive video, man. You can get some really good sheds out of this. You see, we got Chris Jones lighting up. I'm just going to block my running back here. Let him go. And you see, these guys get a lot of one-on-one opportunities with this defense to really attack the passer. You can pinch the D-line and slant them outside. I'm not a fan of that personally, but you know, sometimes it helps. You see right there, we get much quicker sheds pinching the D-line and spreading them outside. So it just all depends on the personnel of your team. With a power specialist, I think it's best to pinch the D-line and spread them outside. But against the escape artist, if you're pinching that D-line, you're going to get toasted all day because they're easily going to get outside that pocket. If you guys do enjoy this video, if you did, subscribe, like, comment, let me know what you guys want to see. If you never watched any of my videos, I appreciate the love and the support from everybody who is subscribed to my channel. They got the notifications on. You're coming back consistently. I appreciate all of that stuff, man. So you guys be smooth. I'm going to get up out of here, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. It was kind of a longer video, but I mean, sometimes I need to go more in depth and explain things more thoroughly than I do. So I'll also do a gameplay with this defense to show you guys how good it is. But other than that, like I said, I'm gonna wrap up the video, man. So I love you guys and I'm gonna get up out of here, man. So let's get it.